everybody doing today? So, welcome to my working altar, which is my kitchen table. Hold the thought. I can get the table in view, but if I stand up, my head gets cut off. So, I've had a couple people on my channel tell me that they really like it when, they love my deck posting, but they like it when I post personal stuff a lot. So, I'm in a better headspace these days. And so I thought I would share some more of my everyday witchy boo kind of life. So, one of the things is, since it's just me here, I really don't use my dining table. So I've kind of converted it into my working altar. I have several altars around the house, but this is the big one. And this also tends to be a dumping ground during the month for all different kinds of witchy things that come into the witch house here. And so I wanted to show you a before. This is what the end of May looks like. Also, I'm going to reset my altar, and I'm going to reset it for the summer solstice for Litha. And I thought I would just, take you along. Now, this is probably going to be one of my longer videos. For those just tuning in, I don't edit my videos. What you see is what you get. So, with that said, if there's any part of this, especially in the breaking down of the altar, because I have to take all of this stuff off the table, and then we have to then we have to cleanse it and reset it. So that might be boring for some of you, but so please feel free to fast forward through any part of this video that you would like, or you can hang around and stay with me for the full deal. That would be fantastic too. So anyway, yeah, let's get dug in here and start getting rid of some of this stuff. And some of the things, I can explain to you, like this showed up on my table. I don't know, has anybody else seen the commercials for notebook therapy for your, the up and down storage for your pens and things? I love this. And so I got one for keeping all my pens, and I've got scissors in here, and I've got a letter opener in here, and so this is just something handy to have on your altar. Okay, so I'm going to be out of shot, but you should be able to hear me as I start taking this stuff down. So, I'm going to move the chair out of the way here. Yeah, that's the first thing. I have 4 chairs, so we have to get rid of all the chairs so we can move around the whole entire table here. My stepdad had a special Jack Daniels made years ago, but unfortunately the Jack went bad. So, but it's a great bottle. You know us witches and our bottles, so I need to find a place for that. Again, things just sometimes end up on the altar. What else? See, I have another, my poop cup. My poop cup must always have poop on the altar. And if you don't believe that, here are, somebody crocheted me some knitted poops, and they are always on my altar. They've been on my altar, I think, since I started my channel. So, yes. And it was from the same individual who made me the poop deck as well. So, I'm gonna just, wow. All right. So, in the comments, I would love to know what you guys put on your altars. When I reset this, I'll kind of tell you. You can see I've got sprays and tinctures. I've got visual aids here for certain things. I've got wonderful gifts that were graciously gifted to me that are very important, that have a deep place in my heart, that stay on my altar all the time. And when I put those items back, I'll explain what they are, what they mean to me, and why I put them on my altar. So yeah. And then there's just, sometimes there's just extraneous stuff that ends up here. It just is what it is, right? Witches? We know this. So things accumulate, and instead of finding an immediate place to put them, no, we just kind of put them on our altar and say, you know, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll put that away somewhere. And then somewhere never comes. So, I have back here is kind of like a banquette, a built-in banquette here. My microwave is back here, and I also have my Instant Pot and my air fryer that I pull out when I'm going to use those. But right now, I am using whatever leftover space I have just to get my stuff off the table. So, oh gosh. Well, what a wonderful time of year it is. I gotta say, I really love autumn. Autumn is one of my favorite months. I love summer, but not quite as much as autumn because it is very hot here. Not as hot as in places like Arizona or Nevada, but it's still hot here. Oop. Oh my goodness. So, oh, you know what? Here's a lovely tip for you. So I have been working with a couple of deities for a long time now. Most of you know Kuan Yin, but I've also been working with Cernunnos for quite some time. But for a while, he kind of, backed out of the picture. And so I moved his statuary off my working altar. Yeah, well, when I was rearranging for Beltane, my friend Alora Rain, the Wayfaring Witch, had made me a god candle for Cernunnos, and it was in a lovely glass bowl, and it had moss. And here is Cernunnos candle. It's actually got bark on the side of it, and on back there's a piece of chalkboard where I can write, my petitions or what I want to work on with him. And not only did half the bark fall off, but the glass bowl got away from me and it shattered into a million pieces. So, Cernunnos will be making an appearance on my Litha altar. He made it known he's not happy with me because I took him off. So kind of look for those telltale signs if you're working with deities. They will let you know, and sometimes in no uncertain terms, that you have not made them happy. So, lesson learned. See, even me, an old seasoned witch, just got my comeuppance from a god. Oh, so much fun, so much fun. Beltane was fun. I had an online Beltane meeting. So much goodness bringing in spring. I use this and this. This is Salish seawater that I got from my lovely friend Ravenflower through Ravenflower Designs. Also got the chalice through Ravenflower, as well as the rosemary salt and the brick dust. So these are the things I combined to ward my property. When I consecrated the patio, at the same time, I rewarded my property because it had not been warded in a long ass time. So that needed to be done. So yeah. I don't want to lose any brick dust because that stuff is a hot commodity. Yep. So let me move that off. And you see, when I was done, I just put it on my altar and there's where it stayed, you know, my protection candle. I have my obsidian arrowhead for etching my candles. I did find some horned god incense. Ooh, as the bottom just falls out. Nice. Various this is a tarot card oracle card holder that was made for me by my friend Amarin over at the Crooked Door. I talk about her all the time. She makes the best stuff. She does fiber arts too. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff here from my friend Ravenflower because she just makes some good shit. That's all I can say. She does. She makes some great stuff. So this is her zero negativity salt. I use this in my warding practice as well. And oh, I forgot. I got some of her money oil here too. Money oil. Woo! See, folks, I got stuff on my altar. Oh! You think that Crimson Fire is the only one that's got all kinds of shit on her altar? Think again. Oh my goodness. Sometimes when you're cleaning off the table, you really don't realize just how much stuff you have out here until you start taking it down. Oh, for those of you who saw my sad scene with my little crabby, my little crabby's still in here, and Ravenflower said she's gonna get me another one, so I'm very happy about that. More oils and stuff. Where do we put things? When you run out of room to put stuff, right? Oh my goodness. So I'm a candle whore. Yes, more candles from Ravenflower. Ooh. Yes, they arrived and I, you know, they end up on the altar and by Jove, that's where they stay. So, goodness. It feels so good though once you get everything off the altar and you get it cleaned, and you know you can start again. Oh, not only did I fill up my banquette, I also just have been filling up my kitchen as well. Filling up my kitchen. Oh my goodness. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I forgot a big old chunk of Palo Santo. Okay. These were all from my purchases from Desert Cauldron. Yes, and anybody I talk about, I'll put their shops in the link below, and so you can check them out too. So here's my, my cauldron full of stuff, so I got to dump that out. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So I got brick dust on the table. Hold on. What did I do with that? Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Tell me you don't know a witch that does this. Yes. Ooh. When I step back and look at how dirty this table is, so let's give it a wipe off here first. Okay, so does anybody have any plans for Litha this year? I know some of us are in lockdown, and some of us have the capability to actually meet up. So is anybody meeting up? For me, most of my Sabbats are solitary. It's just usually me celebrating all by myself, which is fine. I enjoy my alone time. I think so. For those of you who know, I'm an only child, so there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. So more often than not, I'm actually just alone. I'm not lonely at all. Through my life, I've got wax here. I gotta get the wax off the table. Through my life, I have, what did I do with that? Hold that thought as I search for something. Well, what the heck? Alright. I'll use my obsidian to get it off. Ooh. Jet. Jet. more than one. Yeah, I live near one of the largest Navy bases in the world. It is an air station, so we have lots of jets flying overhead. And if it's not jets, it's helicopters. We have a helicopter training squadron also in the area, as well as you get helicopters from police and border patrol, and you see news helicopters. So I got a lot of stuff that happens in the airspace around the home. Okay, so yay! All right. Oop. I'm sure y'all heard me blow my nose off camera, but it's that time of year. I've taken my allergy meds. I've been taking them for the last couple of months, but you know, sometimes the nose just runs. All right, so yay, we have a clean table to work with. All righty. So the first thing I'm going to do, if I can find it, again, my lovely friend, Miss Ravenflower here. I can't say enough about this woman. I absolutely love her. And I'm finally going to get a chance to meet her in person after all these years. So I'm excited. That's my very first trip that I have booked out of town is a witchy meet and greet up in the Pacific Northwest in September. So I'm excited. Anyway, this is Raven's own Florida water. But it's Harvest at Moon Florida water. And I love it. And I use it sparingly. Because I don't want to run out, even though I know she can make more. So we're just gonna put this Florida water everywhere. Oh, it smells so good. Smells so good. Ooh. Usually I have a cloth, but I had to get rid of the old one, so I have yet to get a new one. But anyway, oh, smells amazing. Oh, I wish I had smell-o-vision for you guys. Seriously, you would absolutely love the smell of this. So good. Okay, so the first thing I always start with is this little vase here. Oops, as everything falls off. So I have flowers like this for every different season. This is my spring flower, the green. My summer flower is pink. Autumn flower is orange. And the winter flower is purple. So instead of really going hog wild with the decorations on my altar for the season, I've just started to really keep it very, very simple. I loved this. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see. It's got a skull on the front. I don't use this for anything other than holding my flower, which, ta-da! Here is my pink Litha flower. I have someone sent me. They only had one earring, so they sent it to me, and it's another little dangly skeleton, so I have added that there. And then I'm not sure where this little chicken came from, but I have always, it's been on my altar for I don't know how long now. This little chicken charm. It might have come from I don't know. It could have come from a Buddhist store a long time ago. I think, so I made this little headband for my Beltane gathering online because we all wore flower crowns. But, you know, the colors are so pretty and light. I have a white, purple, a lilac, and a peach. And so I may just, you know, put that there. And I think I might put that at the head of my table here. Okay. Whew. Now I put, so after I've got, you know, I guess you would say the head of the altar decided, a lot of times I put this flower off to the left so I have more working space in front. But because I usually sit on that side. But I think I'm going to try it in the middle this time and see what happens. All right, now we're going to start putting back the usual suspects. And the usual suspects are all the things that go on my altar all the time. They're always there. So, this is first and foremost. This, look at that, isn't that beautiful? It's a meditating monster. And this lovely picture came to me from Katie Welsh Stewart, the creator of the Animantras and one of the co-founders of 78 Tarot. And it was sent to her by our lovely Joanna Nelson, who I adore, who did the Monstero Tarot, the Catland Tarot, and she's working on Cosmo Beings Tarot. And Joanna not only did the design here, but she made the frame and everything. And Katie sent this to me after my Andy died. And I had gone back to work and I was having a really, really hard time. Really, really hard time. And this was on my desk at work. I kept it on my desk at work, and it helped to look over, and you know, I really felt I had my friends there with me. Both Joanna and Katie were with me, and they both are still with me. I love both of them dearly. So that is always on my altar. Also, anybody who knows Joanna should be familiar with Joanna's origami. And so this came with her last Mons Tarot deck. And so that is always on my altar as well. So this, this little clay piece, it says JB's Witch House on it. And this was made for me by the wonderful Chris at Slip the Trap. I won a giveaway on his channel for a homemade ceramic piece, clay piece, and yeah, he used, you know, he made clay coins for everybody who entered, and not only did he pull out my coin for winning the giveaway, but he asked if I wanted the coin, and so he sent it to me. So our Chris over at Slip the Trap. What is next? Oh, so I think the very next thing I need to do is get Kernunos reacquainted. So hold on. So, here is Kernunos, and he has been lovingly displayed and cared for in my living room. But he's made it well known that this table is where he needs to be, because he needs to be honored in that fashion. So now I need to figure out the best way to present him. And, you know, how far back on the table, you know, all of that futzing business that we always do. As I'm losing pieces, I have one piece that chipped off, so I'm going to put that at his feet. I got a lovely gift of a couple of pieces of antelope antler, so those always reside with him as well. My god of the forest, my god of the animals. So there, let me see how I like that, because I'm working backwards here, guys. So far so good. Alrighty then. Now, next up is this lovely piece here. It is bear prints, and it's north, south, east, and west. I absolutely love this. I found this, gosh, I almost can't remember where I found it. If it was on Etsy or if it was in a shop somewhere. I've had it for, I think, a couple of years now. But, yeah, I have become very partial to bear energy. So bear is a very important, oh gosh, here we go with the Jets again, guys. So yeah, with bear energy, so much so that at one point I got this beautiful smoky quartz bear. He's absolutely gorgeous, and so he is always here on my altar. So for protection purposes, we have my Shungite elephant. So he is always on my altar with his trunk pointed towards the door. I believe that's supposed to allow in good luck, good things. So he's always pointed towards the door. What else do I have here? I'll do, where to go? Okay, so here this is my money candle. It's a skull candle. It's huge. Raven Flower does these sometimes. I was lucky to get this a year or so ago. So I also have a space on my altar for money work, and I have this lovely, this is peridot sand from Hawaii that I was graciously gifted. So peridot is my birthstone. So, and it's green, so it stays with the money altar. I also have, if I can find it, well, I'll grab this while I'm at it. So this is a lovely piece of granite. There's another girlfriend of mine who has an Etsy shop that's not currently open. She just had a baby, so any of you new moms out there, get it. But this is it's a beautiful chunk of blue. Can you see the flash? Granite, and I use it to keep my my little tiny incense cauldron on. That's what I use this for, loose incense. So there's that. And of course, I couldn't resist. I think all of us have the palm reader's hand on our altars for some reason. Just to have one. I think just to have one is cool. Oh, of course, we have to find place for poop. So I usually put those somewhere around Bear. Bear in the woods. What else do I have here? There's one other. Oh, yes. Okay. So here is my sage. This is where I keep my sage and sweetgrass for smoke cleansing, which once I'm done here, I usually will set that up as well. Doggone. Where did I? Okay. Well. All right. So we'll just keep going. I got Joanna Nelson's wonderful metal plate monster illumination. Yeah, the illuminator. He's illuminating me. So he goes on my altar as well. I also had this sent to me, which is a bison. Of course, I'm from Buffalo, New York, so I'm very partial to bison and buffalo. And so that will go on my altar over here by Kernunos. And this was the postcard I was sent by Greg White of the Wilder Woven. And it was bear. And so it was like, it's perfect. So the two of them, perfect additions to my altar here. Okay, so I am missing, oh, there he is, he's trying to hide. So this is my prosperity frog. He's pink, and he's concrete. I think he's made of concrete, but I thought he's just adorable. And so must have prosperity frog, must be on the altar. The last couple of things I have, well, of course, money oil goes right next to the money candle. And what else do I have? Oh, this came in a spell kit with one of my Blessed Bee boxes, so I made myself a prosperity jar. I mean, hey, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. If you need money to keep coming in, you should have a money altar, you know? Walk past your altar and give that sucker a little shake, you know? Or have a money candle or money incense. Yeah, you can do that on the reg. You don't even have to have any kind of a ritual. Just light up some incense, light up the candle, and think about the money coming in, or the prosperity, or the abundance. You know, get your head out of that lack mentality. That's huge. Believe me, if you look around, you have more than you think you do. So, there's your tip for the day. Oh my goodness. So, all the rest, I don't think I have anything else. I'm thinking about this. I don't think I have anything else. Well, yes, I do. I have a couple of things. So, this candle here, This is a candle from Yule. And someone gave me a great suggestion, which is use your Yule candle to light your working candles all year long. How cool is that, right? To keep that prosperity of Yule coming in to the rest of the season. And then next year you get a new Yule candle and away we go. So I love that. All right, folks, I think for now that pretty well does my setup. So whatever else I took off this altar, now I have to find a place for. And I'm sure my altar will look just as clobbered next month as it did last month. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed resetting this altar with me. Before I go, I'm gonna do a couple other things here. So hold that thought. So now that we have everything all set, I am going to light my cedar bundle here. I love the smell of cedar wood. Oh gosh, that smells so good. It smells so good of the woodland forest. Yeah. I love the smell of cedar, so I'm just going to waft this over the space and everything here. And I'm going to waft my cedar over everybody joining me. I hope you had a good time. I hope maybe you learned something about altars at least. I didn't talk very much about Litha, did I? Guess maybe I'll have to do another video about that. But there you go to my new altar setup. Thanks for joining me, and I'm sending you guys tons and tons of love, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah.